Hey guys, Kapper here. It's January 23rd, 19. And I'm going to swing over to 211 since I'm coming back from one of my pre-op appointments. It's been raining forever. But I'm going to show my dedication to you guys and my own curiosity. I'm going to put the boots on that I have in here and I'm going to go check out the 211 creek. It's probably raging pretty good and I've never seen it. But here's an example. When I hunted that last weekend, I took the Kubota through it and I actually had underwater footage that didn't turn out. I took the Kubota through it and it was fine, and then it was raining during my whole hunt for 2 or 3 hours. And on the way back, the Kubota, the water came up into the floorboard of the Kubota and it was dark and I wasn't expecting that. So just in that couple hours, that water had risen probably, I don't know, a foot or so. So I'm curious to see it. So let's go check it out in the rain at 211 and see how the Middle Creek is doing. Okay, here's a quick look. You could see the ditches are very, very full, and this lake here is actually a farm field. That's not really a lake. All right, and then look at this ditch here. I'm crossing this bridge. This sucker is swollen big time, big time. And holy cows, look at this farm field right up here. It is a lake. This is all farm field right here. That creek's going to be, ravaging. It's going to be uncrossable, I bet. All right, so that entire field, here's the ending of it right up here. That entire thing is underwater. This is how them blind washouts develop. Hey, found the first shed of the year. Wow, that's an oldie. Not a bad size. Throw that in my pocket in case I need a knife. Probably should have hunted this tower instead of the one in the back. Look at this clover, is beautiful. Still growing. Here's probably the best watering hole, full to the brim. Here's the overflow right here, working perfectly. And the dam is another couple feet higher than that. Okay, here's a look at the new and improved dam. Basically built an entire new dam behind it and then tied them together. You can see right down here the water trickling very gently. You know, I made a pretty nice overflow, and once the weeds get in, you can see it works perfect. Where the erosion starts is where you start getting where there's no grass or weeds growing. That's when it happens a lot faster. So this turned out beautiful. Okay, here's a loblolly planting. It's super thick in here, but I could see a nice bright green one there. Let's take a little walk here. See if we can find many good ones yet. There's one right there. Pretty good. That's 18 inches tall. A lot of this stuff is matted over So I'm sure there's some that are covered up that I just ain't gonna see. So here's what else we want to see in here is these oaks. That's about a 5-footer right there. Well, as well as these locusts, but part of this forestry plan was to make it a combination of hardwoods, oaks, there's another one there, and the pines. So, not to mention, my reasoning was so that it would grow as thick cover. There's a couple nice tall oaks there. So, yeah, I mean, the loblollies, I don't know what percentage is going to make it, but as long as the oaks keep coming and it grows in thick cover, it will accomplish my mission. There's one right there. I hear gushing water. Let's go check it out. This is not the main creek. This is just a little, one of the many feeders coming in. There's some serious rapids right there. Straight up. Check this out. So this is the crossing and the new road that I had the big excavator make. All right, he's finishing off the ramp on this backside. I'm gonna say we got an hour or so into this. And this is where I crossed with the coyote right when he first made it, if you remember that. Let's roll, baby. But this is, it's not only rough, but it keeps changing. You know, this is so much force, the rocks keep moving. I don't really want to hazard a guess of how deep that is there. I mean, right here is the path. I'm pretty sure you go down to your knees right about there. Nice. All right, I have to cross up here somewhere. This is just one of the feeders. It's not the main creek, but I'm thinking maybe right there. Otherwise, I gotta walk all the way around. Easy now. Whoa. Balance ain't so good now that I got new parts. Woohoo, but I made it. Now let's go check the main crossing. Look at that rock wall. There's evidence of an old stand or a climber. If it was sitting at the bottom, you got a ring there, and way up there you got a strap. Here's a really nice sweeping bend. It comes down, sweeps around in a nice horseshoe. And look at that middle one there. Something blocked that up at some point. You could see the rock bed. And there's really no water flowing in that one. Somehow it all worked its way around this way. So here I am in one of the tree plantings in CRP. And I think if I still have it this rest of the year, I'm gonna move one or both of them deer towers into an edge here. I got a lot of trails crossing here, and I'll just put it up on an edge, because that last weekend I hunt, I really learned something valuable. I'll tell you that them towers here are burned up bad. I mean burned up. Them deer avoided that corn plot like it was the plague. And I know what it's a result of, but it's just how it is, you know. It's a learning curve, and I'm going to actually make a video on about 10 different things you can do to preserve your tower blind and food plot hunting. Because believe me, you get burned just once or twice, and you've effectively really eliminated that hunting spot for your property. So I may move them up into some of the travel areas instead of on a food source. It's probably just going to make more sense. Well, looky here. Here's a beautiful sand. I'm hoping to maybe come and grab some of this whenever I have the dump truck here in the excavator. There's a big old feather. Oh, watch your step right there. You don't know how far it might creep in right there. Well, it's nice to get out on a crummy winter's day. Thanks for tagging along. The main crossing is right up here, so we're going to see how much deeper it is, and then we'll call it an afternoon. Here's some more absolutely beautiful oaks. You got one there. That one there is huge. I mean huge. Then you got another one there. You got another one there. You got one here. You got one here. So this is what you want. Even though it's a loblolly planting on this specific property, you want to develop a combination of hardwoods and native pine. That's the goal. Okay, here's the main crossing. It's actually fairly tame, although it's pretty deep. I guarantee you that. I'm sure that's above the floorboard of the Kubota. Definitely. But keep in mind, we're a lot higher up on the creek now, so the further you go downriver, if you will, the more water volume dumps into it. But this is pretty. Man, if I didn't know any better, that's a jaw right there, an animal jaw. I'm pretty sure it is. I could see teeth. Freaking coyote's got another one. He probably got washed. Yeah, that water was all the way up there. That's what happened. I'm sure it got washed up. See how it's all flat there? That water was way up there. Holy cows, can you imagine that? There it would be up there. It's going to be 4 foot deep here in the middle. Scary stuff, but another good look at it. There's a new deer carcass. They didn't leave much, did they? Wow. No antlers though that I could find.